In this episode of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
I love cheese. Inspector, what happened to you? Your face is all fucked up, bro. Honestly, interrupting a fellow when he sings, see? And I was just about to reach the climactic finish now, see? Hi, welcome back to my channel. Let's keep going. 9th January, SS Bria First Class Cabin Passageway. We're in the passageway. Oh yeah, we got kicked out. I wish we hadn't been thrown out like that. I wish we'd managed to find some clue as to what that speckled band might be. Yeah. We didn't manage to investigate at all. And I imagine... What are you imagining? That we won't be able to for a while longer. We'll never get past that sailor guarding the door. He's clearly glaring at us, as if to say, don't even think about it. Oh, wait a minute. What? Well, what happened to our great detective friend? Where did he go? Yeah, he seems to keep, like, phasing in and out. Oh yes, he's completely disappeared. When did he do that? Oh, we still got shackles on. He slipped away as quietly as the wind, but not before ensuring these were securely back on my wrists. That's funny. Okay. I guess we... Wasn't there one more thing that we haven't looked at? Yeah, we didn't look at that. Ah, trap for catching mice. Yes, we have plenty of those back home in Japan. Although they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. Chalk? Or is it cheese? Let me see. Yes, I think that's what is called cheese. It's made from the milk of cows. I love cheese. I wonder what that tastes like. You can't eat it. The trap will snap shut on your fingers. Also, it's just sitting on the floor, so not very sanitary. But I do love cheese. Really? But I suppose you're right. You weren't actually going to try it, were you? All I've had to eat for the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You don't know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe. Poor you. I'll find a little snack for you later. Okay, cool. Do we look at it? First class cabin number 1. Yes, that's our cabin. Not our cabin, it's Kazuma's. Sorry? That's right. Your accommodation is confined to the wardrobe instead of the cabin, so the wardrobe is yours. You know how to make a stowaway feel small, don't you? It's as small as the wardrobe I've been calling home. Anyway, I wonder if Inspector Hosunaga has managed to uncover any new clues. Yeah, we should probably find him and ask. Okay, I guess let's head in. Yeah, that's off limits now. Okay. Okay, here we are in the first class cabin number 1. It looks like they're still investigating in here. Yeah, on that subject, I wonder if Inspector Hosunaga is unscathed. What do you mean unscathed? Surely you haven't forgotten, have you, Naruhodo? Don't you remember what he said about allowing you out of this cabin to investigate? Oh yeah, he might get in trouble. He was going to talk to the captain about it. He said he'd lay his life on the line for you. Oh yeah. But I'm sure he was exaggerating. Let's see what he has to say for himself. He might have some new information for us. You never know. Where is he? Oh. Is he still here? Okay, there he is. There's like... Oh my god, is he okay? He's like all beaten up. Ah, you're back. Inspector, what happened to you? Your face is all fucked up, bro. Please, don't worry about it. They're just scratches. What? Made by a bear, maybe? When I told the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, He told me he'd pummel me with his fist and then toss me overboard. What? But the pummeling was over in a flash, and he must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing, really. It looks like he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line if he had to. Jeez. Okay, well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little about the neighboring cabin. Yes, so I understand. Oh, how do you know? I bumped into a man claiming to be a great detective a little while ago. I think his name was something like Herlock Sholmes? I don't think he was German, though. Ah, that explains it. Shall we compare notes then? We can tell you what we found. Yes. Let's box. Yes, let's do it. Okay, let's talk about it. What? Nicolina Pavlova? She's in the cabin next door? Oh, are you a fan? Please, what self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful angel? Oh my gosh. We never gonna... Wow. Address that? So I think I upset him there. Well, that tells us the neighboring cabin is unrelated to the case at least. Oh, how? Because angels don't go around committing crimes, do they? No, I definitely upset him. Inspector, has your investigation in here proved fruitful? If I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. So I'm just keeping watch here, trying not to take my eyes off the job. Oh, I see. Ah, there is one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you. Yeah, do tell us, Inspector, please. What is it? New information. What is this new information you have? It's this. The Burias medical officer has finished his examination of the body. I managed to obtain the report. Oh, perfect. Kazuma's post-mortem report. There's no way. It can't be. It can't be him. So what was the cause of death? Damage to the cervical vertebrae. Damage to the cervical vertebrae. So someone like kicked him in the tailbone? Is what's written in the report. Oh, it's the other side. It's the neck. His neck was broken? Yes, it would seem so. There were no obvious wounds or other signs of injury, so at first I thought they were considering poison. Did you take that idea from me? In the last case. But it turns out they found no trace of poison in his system at all. Well, what weapon was used then? Huh. Nothing has been found as yet, but the fact that there are no signs of a wound suggests it may have been a blunt object, something that wouldn't leave a mark. Oh, I see. All the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. A strong enough impact to the neck could induce death. It is a possibility, and no obvious wound would be left. Poor Kazuma. Yeah, that sounds painful. I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it. Really? Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, it's fine. I trust you. Yeah, the guy in shackles. After all, if I didn't trust you, I'd never have agreed to you leaving this cabin in the first place, would I? Oh, that's true. That's nice. Damn, but she doesn't trust me. Okay, postmortem report has been added. Okay, let's talk about the great detective. Oh, Mr. Sholmes was here, was he? Yes, he seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about on the floor investigating. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored. Did he say anything at all? Actually, now you mention it, yes, just one thing, but he practically shouted it. It's shoe polish, was all he said. I love smelling it. It makes me see pretty colors. I wonder what he meant. It was when he was over there, by the piece of broken glass. Do you see? Okay. Ah, perhaps he was talking about this brick-colored mark, do you think? Oh, that's shoe polish? Ah, yes, that must be it. But how can Mr. Sholmes know that it's shoe polish? What does he do? Is that his thinking motion? Rubbing? Whatever? I don't know. That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea. What is it, Sasato-san? Well, Kazuma-sama was wearing leather shoes with a very dark tan hue. Dark tan, a sort of dark brownish red then. So, yes, a little like the color of red wine, but darker. I often repaired them for him. So, it's Kazuma's shoe polish? That this mark was made by the polish on Kazuma's shoes as they scuffed on the floor? Oh. Okay. Let's get evidence. That's really all I can tell you at this stage. I should return to my post. My fellow crewmen's eyes are boring into the back of my head. Yes, that might be for the best. Thank you. Poor Inspector. You look exhausted. Oh, no. I've just been beaten up. That's all. Oh. I feel terrible that I failed to protect Asogi-san. He was my responsibility. Oh. Yeah, there's no way he's dead. Come on. Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. You are his friends. My best friend, actually. I seem to have had a heavy head ever since I woke this morning. A heavy head? That's interesting. My head's still throbbing, too. Oh, my head's still throbbing, too. Weird. Okay, let's go talk to Sholmes then. Okay. Look, Naruhodo. Seaman Stroganoff is gone. Strong enough? Stroganoff. The burly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us. All these Russian names are impossible to remember. That's silly. Tra-la-la. Did you hear that? It sounded like someone singing. Tra-la-la-li-ra-li-ra-lay. I did it the great detective way. This caroling. I know that lark-like voice. Well, never mind that now. This is a golden opportunity for us. Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Let's get inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can and investigate. Definitely. Before that stringy knot crewman comes back. Stringy knot? It's Stroganoff, not stringy knot. Okay. Let's... Oh, hello. Oh, it's Mr. Sholmes, look. Wow, you never know where he's going to turn up next, do you? He seems to be stealing a look at something as he sings to himself. What is he looking at? Tra-la-la-li-ra-li-ra-lay. I did it the great detective way. He's still singing. Do you think he hasn't noticed us? Or he's simply in extremely high spirits? Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when the yard bit off more than it could chew. Wait, was that singing? And through it all, when there was doubt, it's lucky Hairluck was about. Excuse me. I solved it all, and I stood tall. I did it the great detective way. Mr. Sholmes. What is it? You want to fight? Honestly, interrupting a fellow when he sings, see? And I was just about to reach the climactic finish now, see? Sorry, I thought you were never going to stop, so I figured now is as good a time as any. I very nearly dropped you to the floor with one of my famous right hooks. Okay, you can stop now. Alright, I get the picture. Now, could you put those fists away? It's a nice animation. Mr. Sholmes, you seemed to be examining something before we interrupted you. Ah, yes, that. I was immersed in study of the ship's log, as penned by the stockily built crewman who's usually on guard here. Yeah, where's him, too? Oh yes, the ship's log. And did you find out anything useful from it? Well, after 2 a.m. this morning, the majority of the entries are blank. Which means that there was nothing to report, nothing of note to happen, so... Oh my goodness. You naive, stupid little boy. You truly are a student from the land of the rising sun. You've been utterly blinded by it. What? Your logic, my boy, is inverted. What do you mean? Observe the other pages, and all shall become clear. It would seem the same crewman oft stands sentry in this first-class passageway. And he has an almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour. Oh, he writes that in every 30 minutes? Nothing to report? Precisely. Put simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there is just that. And yet, oh yeah, so at 2 a.m., right? He should have written at 2 a.m., nothing to report, and then again every half hour. The ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report. Do you mean something happened? Yes, there were circumstances afoot last night, which led to the seaman being absent from his post. What kind of circumstances? What happened? Okay, girl, that's what we're trying to figure out, right? That remains a mystery for now. He's basically like, we're figuring it out. But we can be sure something significant took place. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribing nothing to report in the log. And he might be involved in it. These are important details. I would stake my life on it. Okay, lots of life staking. You must log the ship's log in your mental file. Okay. Now that deduction was worthy of a great detective. Ah, you're starting to understand what my way is, I see. What makes Sholmes, Sholmes. Brilliance! Haha! Haha! Whew, ouch. What is it? Are you hurt? Oh, don't worry yourself. I seem to be afflicted with a throbbing head this morning for some reason, nothing more. Oh no, him too? Weird. Well, my friends, until our next encounter. He's still singing to himself. I can hear it as he wanders off down the passageway. Something wrong, Sasato-san? You seem lost in thought. It's just... Well, I feel the same. What? Oh, does she have a throbbing headache? Ever since I woke this morning, I've had something of a headache. A sort of continuous throbbing. Uh-oh. You too? Weird. Okay, let's go to the Miss Pavlovas cabin. Miss Pavlova isn't back yet. Sasato-san. Oh, where's she gone? Hey, what are you doing? Those are her private things. It's not a moment to waste, Naruhodo. We must investigate as quickly as we can. I suppose you're right, for Kazuma's sake. Oh, did she just take something? Not just for Kazuma-sama. What do you mean? It can't be long now until we arrive at port in Hong Kong. Don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there. Really? Yeah, she's starting to trust us too. Aww. We must solve this case, Naruhodo, by ourselves if we have to. Yes, we will. Nice. Okay, let's look at the wardrobe. What was she looking at? Naruhodo-san, are you there? Sorry? I'm right here, yes. Why? Oh, good. I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking. There's no place like home. Oh, dang. Believe me, I don't have some strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see, you know. Wow. Well, anyway, I'm not sure anyone could fit inside this one. It's full of beautiful outfits. I suppose they're all stage costumes. I was rather hoping we might find Miss Pavlova's friend hiding in there, but no such luck. Oh, the briefcase is open. Oh my! Miss Pavlova's case is open. It's completely empty inside. She probably took it with her. But according to the great detective's great deduction, she was hiding her special friend in there. Yes, a friend that she had to keep secret. Because you're not allowed to bring animals aboard the SS Buria. I wonder what kind of animal she had in there. Guess we won't know at this point. Where is it now? Okay. Okay, bookshelf. Huh. She gonna like write those too? All the books have toppled over together. Look, every single one. Do you think that's a god of the sea, perhaps? He's toppled too. It's exactly the same as the bookcase next door. In Kazuma's cabin. Perhaps Miss Pavlova was practicing a difficult ballet pose and fell against the bookcase? I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night she ran away from her ballet company? Alright then. It must have been you. You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage. I didn't even leave his cabin. Like Kazuma's cabin. Not everything bad that happens on this ship is because of me, you know. Well, anyway, I'll set them all straight again in here too. I don't like seeing things in disarray. Maybe we hit an iceberg? You know, like in the Titanic? I don't know. Okay, what's, guess we can't see that. Oh, okay, let's pull the bell. There's one of these next to the bed in Kazuma's cabin too. Yes, it's a bell cord. I can't resist. She barely hesitated there, and she gave it a good tug too. No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come. We don't want them to. We're trying to investigate in secret. Yeah, she did that a little too quick. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, let's look at her desk. What are you reading? There are just a few books on the desk, nothing else by the looks of it. Well, Miss Pavlova only ran away from the ballet last night. She's hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all. That's true. I wonder what kind of book she likes to read. Why, are you gonna hit on her? Let me see. Yes. Yes, I see. It would seem that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading. Reading books written in Russian. Thanks. I think I probably already knew that. It's rude to ask too much of people, Naruhodo. Kindly remember that. Damn. She got pissed. Okay. What's this? I suppose every cabin has a waste paper bucket. A waste paper basket. Shall we have a little look and see what's been thrown away? Naruhodo, it's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone's rubbish, you know. Ugh, those eyes. She was looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now. However, these are special circumstances, I think. Yeah, if Sherlock Holmes did it, then you would have totally been fine with it. There's hardly anything in here at all. Huh. So they've been hiding evidence. Oh, well, that's a little disappointing. Okay. Oh. What's this? Is it tea? It would seem this teapot is empty. So the natural conclusion is that the Russians are very thirsty people. Or because Miss Pavlova only came into this cabin last night, she hasn't had a chance to make any tea yet. I mean, it could be either. Or she drank all of the tea? It's definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I'd lay 1,000 to 1 on it. Okay. Shouldn't be a gambler. You're rather obstinate, aren't you, Naruhodo? Damn, clapping back with the insults. What's this? A plate. I wonder what this little saucer is doing on the floor. Yes, it doesn't look like it's been dropped. More like it was put there deliberately. Oh, for a dog. Or a pet. Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above? A leak? No. Is this ship quite safe? I'm sure that even if there's a little leak in the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship is going to sink. No, you're right. Of course you're right. Yeah. She's really trying to persuade herself, isn't she? Not very convinced. That's really funny. Okay. Oh, the vent. So, this ventilator connects to Kazuma's cabin next door. Yes. What a fool a shipbuilder must be to open a ventilator into another room. Maybe. It's so that if there's a gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise the alarm. Is that it? Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning. Yeah. That is a possibility. Anyway, last night Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming out of this ventilator. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, is that an alarm? Oh no. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Shut down the engines immediately. Vessel sighted a quarter-mile 4. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna stop the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. And I will see you in the next one. We'll figure out what's going on.